Switch double here, and as always, um, you may notice the title. Uh, well, it's gonna be a whole new Super Mario Galaxy game that Game Guy had, and it's gonna be interesting because I have never even heard of this game, so it's gonna be interesting. Yeah. So Super Mario Galaxy 002, or how you pronounce it. So this one is gonna be a bit interesting to see how this game will be like, since like I said, I have no idea. It's possible that this game actually might be a lot more funnier than the previous games that we have, and I won't even know for certain at this point though. I just right now waiting for Game Guy to show up, and when he will show up, I have no idea. Um, what else has been up happening today? Well, not much. Just trying to survive the summer heat. And boy, I don't tell, it's oh boy, this summer has been so far oh like a nightmare. Well, not much the same as summer 2018. That was even way worse. A lot worse. Sometimes when this heat is going on, even it's getting warm at night, I was like, I I wish I could sleep in the freezer. But there's only like one place in my apartment I can probably get some a bit cooler sleep, and that's the bathroom. Why? Well, it's I can just close the door. It don't get much. It's bit can be both dark, so I can get some sleep, and it's a bit cooler. But the only problem is it will be a bit uncomfortable sleeping on the actual hard floor, which I'm not pretty much used to. Yeah. So not any more overdue. Let's go see here. Yep. So let's see. Well, he's finally here. What's up, Mr. Party Tomato?
Whatever. That's all
Okay.
I got for you.
So this game is it brand new or something that you have?
Uh, okay,
Where
hold
did
on a
it?
second. I gotta.
Is this a game you had before? Just
No, well, like I said, it was a challenge of mine.
oh,
What, Galaxy? Yeah, this is a challenge. I mentioned it before. Hold on, I gotta get. Dies. Do die.
so yeah, this one will be an interesting challenge. So since I actually hadn't even heard of this game before, at least this one. So how's it been for you though so far? We consider that your aunt passed away recently.
Alright, so I should probably explain what the heck's going on here. Let me get the camera set up real quick. Wait, before I do that.
Have you played this game before?
There.
Wait, is that Wii? Is that a Wii
It's
sport?
not just Galaxy. It's super connected nunchuck to player one's Wii remote. What?
Is that a Wii sport? A Wii game?
It is.
Hmm. Well, that's gonna be
It's
interesting.
connected game. Don't you lie to me. I said don't lie to me. I said don't lie to me. I said don't lie to me. Please. Don't lie to me. There you go. It keeps lying to me. Hey, remember when we did this with Roy and then I did it and now I'm doing it? Fun. Which one should I get rid of? I guess I can get rid of this one. This was the other challenge that I don't want to speak of. Sorry, Paige, you're gonna have to turn it to a planet for no reason. Would you like to make an icon for your planet and make it Yoshi because I said so? It's a big nose. Wait. I gotta fix this. Come on. Is that better? I have to sit back a little bit. It's not better, but it'll have to do.
Have you played this before?
Yeah, it's like Galaxy. You were there for a couple streams
Yeah, but this
on
particular
my
game.
channel anyway. I haven't played. What do you mean? This is literally just the same game, except I have a ridiculous challenge attached to it.
Huh. Well,
It's kind of
excuse
like
me,
what we did
princess.
for. It's what happened with deal with the Daredevil or heal this hell. It's just the same game, except I made it harder for myself because I hate myself. Should have been a very happy time for the. That was the night of the stop lying to me. Game, seriously, please. This is so plugged in. I don't even want to talk about it.
So, how you been?
Yup. I've been doing decent. Okie dokie. Uh, the challenge starts when we actually get to a level because this isn't really a level. This is like a glorified cutscene, is what this is. Meanwhile, I didn't even waste any time. I was like, oh yeah, we're doing this. Wish I could skip the cutscene though.
So,
Holy shit! I got this.
you did mention a couple of days ago that your aunt passed away. Was that your for your mom's side or your dad's side?
It was my mom's side, but yeah.
It's yeah, it's tough when that happens.
Look at how small Peach is compared to Bowser. Like, why is Bowser so big in this game? If only Roy were here. Ah, yes. Those total amazing at their jobs. This festival's over. See, it doesn't have the same weight.
so where is your big buffoon
What do you
brother?
mean? Bowser could always do that, obviously. He's at the gym. I mean, where else would he be?
Either that or sleep.
I got it. Swedish, are you ready for nipple lasers?
uh, I guess so. Is that a freaking
Because I swear
UFO?
to God, those don't look like it is. This game takes you to where away from the
You
dead.
know that
Video
kind of
games meant to
reminds.
be played off what? What do you think this is? A TV show?
Well, that kind of reminds me of the scene from Independence Day,
Sounds
the
about wild.
movie with that giant mothership about the White House, like where it blew it up. Kind of reminds me of that. Huh.
Maybe they
Well,
took inspiration.
maybe.
I don't know.
Well, that depends when this movie.
Except
That depends on this game.
that's definitely how that works.
Well, but that also depends when this game was even made. But realistically, if they would try to do that in real life with the castle, yeah, let's say first of all, lasers. Well, there aren't any lasers that can even cut through like that. Like really there,
That's
and
me.
and carrying up something like that with just by hooks, it would not work. Real, I mean, realistically.
Mario's dead. He's just dead. Well, that was Mario Galaxy. I really hope you guys enjoyed. No, I'm kidding.
Excuse me. Oof.
How did I keep it on that?
Is that a
Finally,
bunny?
you're awake. Let's play. Uh, well, technically, it isn't really a level, right? I don't really know why, but they're here. You ever notice how
Well,
my games have a lot of... I know what I haven't seen,
well,
but come on, I mean, they could come up with something better than this.
I should say this, but while you're
Yep.
playing in the stream, sometimes the screen for your end is
It doesn't
freezing.
technically count.
I should mention this. Even though you're playing live right now, it happens from time to time. The screen completely freeze over and over several times, and I believe this is happening even in the previous streams we did just last week. So
Ow!
either there's some connection to the game or something. I don't know.
It's probably just my Wi-Fi. It's been acting a little odd lately. But it seems to be working fine now, so... at least decently. I just realized when I actually do this for the stream, for my stream, which will probably be on Wednesday, I'm gonna have to do this again.
So, what kind of things are you planning to do for your streams? And I saw that you did some. Was that a video or a stream you talked about for 20 minutes or something? Was that what was this that?
It was meant to be. It was meant to be a video, but I think I did live stream it.
Hmm.
But pretty much, that was just me talking about like stuff I had planned for the future. I decided Wednesdays are probably going to be my stream days. Maybe I'll throw in
Yeah.
a few Thursdays too,
Well, that's like for me.
depending on how
I
I
you
feel.
do. Yeah, that's like for me. I have Friday and Saturdays, and sometimes middle of the week. That depends if I'm bored or if I had less than a few hours left and something that's like. But that is not like really done. Rarely happens, but it happens, but not as frequent.
See, if this was Galaxy 2, I would actually be doing the challenge, but I want to get this Red Star first so that we can actually start.
I wonder what Malakat is.
Well, bye, Rose. I'll see you in Mario Kart World later, probably. I was actually going to stream Tuesday and, like, Buzz, but game, I know what this is. I've played it many times.
I mean, because it will happen to you
So the hell
with
won't
YouTube
begin
earlier.
until I actually.
Yeah, I mean, consider what happened to you with YouTube or that advanced features lost access to.
Yeah.
So that's just
At first.
that's just
And
it's uh, well, it's gonna actually a bit strange
how did
that
he even get stuck in
happens.
there?
Mm.
I know it kind of sucks. It's like, come on, man. I just want to stream, and then sometimes streamer would be like, "Get the out." You know what I mean? It's like, come on, dude.
Yeah, there's
Go
it
kick
kind
out
of
the
the same.
streamer.
I
Kind of
mean,
rude.
this is it's kind of the same as when I uh you have this immediate media assets. We have this countdown. I have been using it for a while now, but recently I just started to notice that even though click on it and I just wait to start the stream, it's when it reaches a certain countdown. But for some reason, the screen freezes or at least slow down when I start, when I click on it, when I believe it might be like halfway through, like halfway through there, and it turns out it's not even remotely that. Can be near the end or something. It's there wasn't much any problem in it, my first doing this to those countdowns, but it's only recently that. Well, all we can hold is I noticed that the StreamYard had actually had some new updates in a system. Like you can see the people that's in the link in this on stage, and um, they actually had also updated the Leave Studio when you start the camera and all that function, and even the style with it, make the screen smaller, like this, come on, like that, or just a regular one. There are so many different
Hmm.
versions of, and even had its options for the theme, like normal, the bubble in your name or something. So StreamYard actually have updated this website for the past few months, I guess. It's I don't really mind that they update the website with new functions and new details. But the only problem is that some of the functions may not actually be accessible to us. If you're using free plan, those functions are, well, you don't even have access to them. But if you're a premium, that's another you can actually do. So, I mean, I really don't have much any plans for getting the premium part. It's just, it costs a lot more for me than for you guys. You guys pay just 25. For me, I would have to pay 250 current currency convert. Ugh. And even though if I did use premium, it gave me a better a better deal. And rather than just have 6 people in the stream, I can have 10 people, and I can stream for unlimited time. I mean, I can be streaming for say 24/7 for a whole week without even stopping the stream. But the free plan is just only for 20 hours. But I think 20 hours it's still pretty a good deal. I even had to be sure it only limit down to how many people can actually be in the stream, but I think most of my viewers or most of our friends uh, is fine with that. I remember there was one time when Diana showed up in the comment in the backstage, but the world said the screen was only there were only 6 people in the stream. So I did what I did the best thing I could do. I mean, I could either put someone else in the backstage and let her in, or I could kick someone out. But I did the first option. I put myself in the backstage, but I could still communicate with the people in the private chat or in the comments. About the Diana, this
Hold on.
this channel that has the
Something
name
I gotta do.
Diana. Uh, do you remember this channel that the comments about someone named Diana said that's on the stream? Um,
Yeah.
that I did see that person actually had made a short, like only one short video that's only for like a few seconds long, and it's about Cody. And in one of the pictures in that short mentioned, "Did you kill yourself, Cody?" So it's assumed that if that is the real Diana that we have been talking with for a few years prior to this, after before she just gone, just disappeared. If that's just her, yeah, it's possible that she may not even be aware that Cody didn't kill himself, but he died from an infection. It wasn't even that long ago. It was just, I think it was like what, 1 or 2 months ago. So, if Diana were to think that he killed himself, no, he didn't. So, I'm actually a bit sad that Diana just disappeared. I mean, she was a good friend. She was made us. She could be. I mean, she was a nice person. Just she was a bit. I say. She was a little bit of a goofball in a good way. She was a very goofy person, fun to talk to, just easy to hang out, someone easily to feel relaxed with, someone who can talk with so many different things. But then, that we had this Star incident that happened. Turns out she was the one who played Star, quote unquote, her cousin and all. Even though we were a little bit upset about it, but in the end, we decided to move on from that. And simple thing as this happened. But then, about 2, 3 years ago, just gone. Simply, it's dead. She just poof.
Alright, okay.
So yeah.
Mm.
Ow.
You
Damn.
forgot the whole point of the challenge. I need my timer. Timer, I need a timer.
Really? Come on.
Not
There
30,
you go.
that's too much.
Take. What
Alright,
is the highest?
let the
What is
hell
highest?
begin.
What do you mean 30? Like what? Stars?
No, I was changing my timer. It was at 30 minutes. And
To
30
what?
minutes is way too high.
We're supposed to be doing
For the challenge.
What do you mean? Oh, I would have said in 5 minutes.
Nah.
Is that
4 minutes is more fun.
a giant peanut or is that a minion?
It's a peanut. Why is it a peanut? I don't know. But it is. So there you go.
That looks more like a green bean.
Actually, maybe 5 minutes is probably better. Galaxies that can't be completed in under 4 minutes. Unless you're really quick.
Are those Goombas?
They're called Octoombas. Why are they called that? I don't know, but funny. So there you go. And what could be more important than that?
Is that a piranha plant?
Yeah, I think I might actually make this. It's the Dino Piranha.
Huh.
A more crazy version of the piranha plant, obviously.
I'm actually curious, since I mean I don't really know, but have they ever shown how the bottom half of a piranha plant looks like? Is it like a normal plant with roots, or has it legs? Do you even know?
They do show it a few times, yeah.
Huh. I don't know if I ever seen a piranha plant with
Also, it has
legs.
2 seconds to fun. Yeah, they do. They literally have legs that look like something. I have no idea. Funny. So there you go. Why don't we try it out? I know game. feel like 4 minutes is actually kind of the perfect time. I think this guy actually has a unique name. I'm pretty sure it's like Polaris or something like that. I don't remember. I
Because the
would love
memory
to fly to the
short.
galaxy and do another 4 minute. Well, it's an obscure piece of something, so that guy needs 100. I'm pretty sure. You only have 4 minutes to get that. That's crazy. So I guess I can like really explain what in the world is happening. Uh, so pretty much, I have 4 minutes to get a star. Any star will do, as long as I get a star. And if I don't get it under 4 minutes, I have to go back to the observatory. And that's pretty much it. If I die, it doesn't reset the timer. Also,
Hmm. How about you? How about play a game without using any power ups?
that's actually one of the challenges that I had in mind too that I didn't mention, which I guess you're gonna get a sneak peek. So lucky you. Uh, I was gonna do New Super Mario Bros. Without any power ups at all.
What if they actually made a game without any power ups?
How do I stand it like this? Yeah, that's one of the challenges. Like I said,
You know, I mean, what if they actually made one
that I
game
had in mind
with
for the
no?
future.
Yeah, I mean, what if they were like an actual official Mario game without any power ups? Not even a mushroom or anything. Well, only that they had a mushroom, but rather from giving us more a
Well, I mean,
power up. But
technically, if you want to be technical, if you want to get technical, the RPGs don't have power ups.
true. I mean, I was talking about like this type of game with like no power ups, but the mushrooms do still include in the game, but rather be given a new purpose. Rather from giving those tall or something, but just like one of those mushroom had a new purpose is to heal. If he has low HP and that he get those mushroom only to be healed. But like I said, if not that would possible, it may not even be very satisfied to other Mario gamers since many people actually enjoy some of those power ups. But also the this flying swirl suit, the fire plant, the ice plant, and the other power ups there is. If there was like an even one new official Mario game with no power ups, some fans may not actually feel a bit disappointed that they have been looking forward to this new, brand new Mario game, but they learn there's no power ups, but there are
But
mushrooms, but they only heals. So I would have felt a little bit disappointed that myself, but I mean, it's like having a Mario game but that you can't even be healed. That's almost equal this bad.
yeah, there's no way I'm getting this star in 30 seconds. I don't remember if this saves or not. Oh, you.
Is that your phone?
It was at 0. And I law jumped that shit like there was no tomorrow. I think I literally got it at 0. Well done, Brave Explorer. You got another thingy, my bobber. I think I am gonna make it 5 actually, because that was stressful. But I guess that's kind of the whole point, huh? Hey, you want to find out where the origin of Roy yelling a B comes from?
Yeah, we're.
Well, you're about to. I think we actually did mention this when we did the stream, like when Roy first played, but I don't think you were there for it.
Hmm.
Or a 0 left was awesome, but like, come on. Alright, don't compound. Don't do that. You're scaring me, Mario. You're scaring me. See, this would have been fine with the 4 minutes. I could have easily gotten it in 4. I'm gonna need that bee mushroom. I'll be. I don't want to fall off because if I do, I'm going to redo the whole thing. And that, of course, would be bad considering I only have 5 minutes to do this. In under 5 minutes. Hello. Hold on, I gotta do a little scratching. Ah, lady, you gotta shave this stuff. Ah.
Coolest new bride.
It's worth every second. I'm sorry. I know the point of the challenge is to go as fast as possible, but come on. Did you think I was going to? Hey, look, it's the dialogue that started this whole thing. How fun.
Stop, go to. Oh, yeah, I'm good here too. Just a bit tired and
Yeah,
has
we're
been
good.
a warm day.
If I did 4 minutes, that would have been like 50 minutes. Huh? What am I doing here? Why would they give you my name? Like, I didn't even tell them to. Bunch of tattletales. So I'm realizing that's not really what a tattletale is. They just told you my name, but I still don't know why they did. It's a little weird. Yeah, maybe I'll actually keep it up for. I don't know. For a few levels, I might make an exception. Maybe 4 minutes and 30 seconds. I don't know. For now, I'll just keep it at 5. This needs a little workshopping. This is why I wanted to practice this because I wanted.
Next Q&A.
Oh, it's
Well,
very early.
the person I want is it's at about when I reach 9,500 subscribers. Currently, I am pretty close to 9,200, so it's gonna take a while. But it's gonna be another Q&A, potentially, possibly for that one. That one will
Oh, yeah.
be in sometime in early September. I mean, like possibly what happened with that in if Fire Goddess will eventually finally show up
I
after
didn't mean to do that.
after after 7 years. That will be like a couple Q&A, and this is that one won't be even as an actual video itself. Like my previous Q&A. That one is going to be a couple special. It's going to be more like an actual stream where people can ask us questions beforehand, and we will read those questions in the stream, and people can even ask us more questions during the stream if that happens. But it won't be happen until that I had confirmed
Huh, I didn't realize you could.
when Fire Goddess is supposed to be showing up. She she originally
What?
first she was originally planning to show up here in August, but she and her mom went to see this travel agency, this travel agent. Um, so it seems that more likely that she will end up not graduating from in August, but in early September. It's just this is like very common, during this
Oh,
say during the high summer season
brother.
when you many people travel overseas to different locations. Say some people travel to Greece, others to Canary Islands, or maybe Hawaii, or even Thailand. There are some people that travels to many different places. Oh, I got it. So yeah. So the next Q&A will be when I reach 9,500 personally, and a couple uh, Q&A when Fire shows up, if he able to come over this summer. Well, so far I don't know if it's gonna happen. So um so yeah, so like I said, Cody, as you know, people when they're during this certain summer season, people travel to, different locations like Hawaii, Taiwan, not Taiwan, Thailand for summer vacation. I mean, especially if you live somewhere within, say, Midwest of the U.S. and you want to travel to more warmer climate, tropical beaches, something like that. And during during this summer season, where many families have a summer break from school, from work, the prices goes up. The tickets and airlines prices goes up during those high season during the and when it's low season, after the most people like uh, low season starts, the prices goes down. Since Spy Goddess is planning to be staying in my place for about a week, so her mom, unfortunately, won't be staying in my place since I don't even have space for like two people, unless they will take my bed and I take the couch. But yeah, let's say it would be a little bit awkward if me and Five Goddess will be a little, lovey-dovey, like watching a movie on the couch, and her mom is, on the maybe laying down on my bed, just relax. It's it's not like you can actually have that like a romance setting, like making that movie more like a movie date or a date night. But if her mom is just like only a few feet away, how comfortable or how romantic is in that setting? It's not as much. And especially if she wants to, you know, get frisky. That would have been also impossible unless her mom isn't there. So, um, other than that, yeah, prices goes up and down. Um, there is one pricing that's it's quite annoying, and that is the gasoline prices. I will tell you that is a thing that goes up and down usually much. Like the prices of the gasoline in Sweden was much lower back in the late 90s, early 2000s. The prices was really much lower, but now it's way higher than it was previously. And I was actually at one point even considered to get my own car and all, but not anymore. It's just that even a used car, even if it's like only a few years old, it has some miles on it, and but the prices in a car, it's oof, I don't say that it's pretty uh, can the price itself can be quite high. Like um, you know, insurance, uh, buying new tires, damages, uh, um, getting the car for inspection can also cost much money to depend if they detect some damages or something is wrong. Like some parts of the car can be also expensive. Like the gear or the brakes, the lights. That's can price can even go as much up. So yeah, that was a pretty bad time. Back in the 80s, a burger used to cost 10 cents or something like that. Oh man, dude. Yeah, food prices have really gone up really much. And I saw this video or this guy who making certain videos. Um, he's actually he look showing one of the most cheapest places in the US to buy groceries. Groceries. I mean, basically any food was the most cheapest. Um, if I remember, West Virginia is the cheapest in the whole state or in the whole US. But like, uh, if I remember, 224 or it was around 220, $230 for as the cheapest. And the one place that has the most cheapest egg for like a dozen eggs is India. I think like total worth you can buy 12 eggs for just about $1. That's just insane. And the cheapest place in the US to buy a house, that just I think the same guy who talked about the uh, cheapest place to buy food in the US is he said that, like Hawaii isn't even remotely. I believe that Hawaii is one of the most expensive places. I think it was what was it 300 between four to $300,000 for even a small house. California, it was pretty much the same, around close to 300,000. That was since California is one of the most expensive states. Same thing as for Florida, Alabama. But the most of the cheapest places to find a house was I think it was around, if I remember, it was about close to 100,000, something like between 100 and $190,000 for a house. But still, that's expensive still. But the same guy even mentioned something about Trump recently. Trump actually had discovered that his personal White House doctor had actually found out that Trump has a disease. But it's not like a life threatening disease. So this is not even a rare. Um, it's very common for people. It was noticed when one of his ankles was quite swollen. So I think it's this disease he has called CVI or something. This is very common disease. So you're making a list of questions. Well, that might take a while since when I reached 9,500 subscribers. Since I'm still close around to almost 9,200, but it's yeah, actually for the past few days, I've actually been reaching almost 2,000, 9,200, but the number of subscribers were around 5,190 plus, and then suddenly it dropped from 90 to almost around 80. So I had around maybe perhaps 9,192, 93, and it dropped down to 9,183, something like that. It happens all the time for me, so I'm not much just a surprise when it happens. When I can lose 5, 2 subscribers, it happens. I mean, I'm not complaining at all. It's just when it happens, it happens. I'm not much about a big surprise. I mean, I'm not the only one of the people who are actually losing subscribers all the time, though. I mean, look at some of the most biggest YouTubers like PewDiePie, T Series, or Markiplier, or anything of those big ones. Even they can lose subscribers here and there. So it's not like it's not like unusual. It's like SFS the game guy. Only when he started doing his streams for those Mario streams, he had basically 0 subscribers at the time. Now it's close to 100. He's only like I think 94 subscribers now. So there's only a few left until he reaches 100. But when I reach 9,500, I'm not usually don't start doing an Q&A right away. I wait to when I reach a little bit more subscribers, around say 9,510 or 20, just to make sure. So that I mean, what if I do post the video and that have dropped down below 9,500 to
I'll
9,490? That would have been a little bit awkward. If I posted for the systems for when I reached a certain amount of subscribers and it had dropped below that. So That would have been both frustrating and also a bit shocking. So yeah, it's just gonna be take a while for my next Q and A. That's just I can't even give a precise timeline when that happens. I mean, it could happen within the next couple of weeks, could be in a month away from now, or it can be, or even be, I don't know, perhaps 2, 3 months away from by the end of that. It depends. I can't even give such a precise timeline when I reach 9,500 subscribers. It's even I can't even predict that. But people, if people wanted to ask me questions, they can always make the list of questions in advance, just in case. But right now, I just don't know when that will happen. So it's it's a mystery. Not even I can solve. But I'm planning for the next subscriber special story. I just don't. I just don't know for which store to do yet. So uh, there are still many ideas I have thought for that one. There was actually something I did notice about a week ago. If I think it is of about a week ago, or maybe 2 weeks ago. No, it's like 1 or 2 weeks ago. But and in one of my stories, I had this one particular comment. It was not like any rude comment or anything. More like this was in the cool Rainbow Dash love story. It says it says with this "stop this" as the comment. I believe as a reference to stop making cool love stories. When I mentioned that to uh, in the Discord, Malachi, he was like, "What? Yeah, that's who knows."
Ruby, what are you doing? Ruby.
Uh, did you know? Um, have you guys ever seen a platypus?
I know.
Have you guys ever, Game Guy? Have you ever seen an actual platypus? Game Guy,
Yeah.
have you ever seen an actual platypus? You know, Perry platypus.
What's up?
Have you ever seen an actual platypus?
You got
Have you seen an actual platypus? Damn it. Well, have you?
I have not.
Well, this might be a bit surprised because there actually is some platypus in the US right now in San Diego. And I heard it that this guy, Dan, one of the creators for Phoenix and Fur, when he heard that the fur this San Diego has their own exhibit with platypus, he was like he's gonna take his family um, his family to there, and he was gonna wear his lab coat and talk like Doofenshmirtz. So that's gonna be interesting for them. For why do we all keep cut off? Don't know. I mean, game guy's playing. His Wi-Fi is the game is freezing from my end from time to time, so that's just nothing new. So yeah, but platypus, you know, platypus is actually quite of an interesting species of like when the stories that first happened back in the 1800s, when the scholars heard stories about a mammal that has this bizarre features, a beaver tail and a duck beak and webbed feet and laying eggs. Yeah, back then no scholars could even believe this type of animal existed. Many think that was just another folklore or fairy tale story until someone actually presented an actual dead platypus remains to a group of scientists, and they determined it wasn't a hoax. This was an actual species. I mean, can you imagine that when you're first hearing the story about an animal that how strange, bizarre it sounds like, but it actually exists? I mean, can you really imagine for the first heard if you live in that time hearing stories of this big bizarre animal, they might actually be surprised this, but even back in the early 1900s when the Komodo dragons was first discovered, when the first pilot flew over those islands, I believe around 1910, even when he reported back to his command about this strange animal, this giant lizard, no one did even take him seriously. No one didn't even take that even as serious at all. And it wasn't like only a few years later when it actually happened that some people saw it again. And this time it was taken seriously. But there was even another famous animal that was also taken, not many people believe. And that was a giant panda. Because it turns out even the giant panda of China at one point was also considered as a cryptid. Like no one did even tried or even no one even believed in the stories of a giant bear living in the remote areas of China with black and white in fur existed. Many people even went to find I mean, literally many people traveled to those remote places in China. Some people actually came home empty handed, but some actually never even returned, or never, which means they were never heard from ever again. And that is the strangest part. I mean, considering that how many animals that we found for over the centuries, many was considered as just as a myth, legend, or even as a cryptid, but some actually turned out to be real. It's just crazy of how things like say dinosaurs. We know for a fact that they existed, but let's see from this. If you think about dragons, the mythical dragons that are like in medieval stories, like they guarding at this big treasure, kidnap a princess, flying around, breathing fire. Where did even people even come up with the stories about like dragons? If you think about it, the European dragons, they look like more like a flying reptile, like a monstrous flying monster with wings and breathing fire. But if you live in China or if you live in Asia, dragons there look way different from compared to the European dragons. They don't even have wings, and the European dragons they were feared, like they were feared as monsters, like almost like the medieval flying boogeyman. Meanwhile, in China, in Asia, like in Japan or China or other places, dragons, especially in China, dragons weren't even feared. They were worshipped.
I
They
need more
received
carpets.
those dragons were regarded as protectors and and protector of humanity, and also as a good luck charm. So it's a bit strange how you compare some of the dragons at that time. But the European dragons,
That happened.
people may wonder like how did even people back then came up with this idea of those monstrous. Well, it's more likely that they found remains of, or if they found this fossils of dinosaurs in the ground. But the thing is, modern records of finding dinosaur fossils in Europe dated back to around 1800s. But it's not likely that's possible. Dinosaur bones could have been found by even prehistoric times, but people that before even recorded history was even made. When recorded history
It's
started,
God.
and when we back in the medieval times, people took
Let's
this
talk again.
their people took their imagination interpretation of those bones had to belong to this giant animal or some giant creature. But they found that this uh, if they found some dinosaur bones where it has carnivorous dinosaur like a theropod or like a T-Rex or something, like a meat-eating dinosaur. You can only imagine what they feeling finding this, seeing these bones with those giant teeth, but their mouth is open, those jaws and teeth. They can only assume that this that could have been what they started creating those dragons from. I think it's more likely that's possible, the strongest possibility that medieval people saw these bones and came up with their own interpretation of what they were and what they were kind of for animals. I mean, you cannot even argue that as a. I mean, otherwise, it's hard to say. It's the same as for like trolls. Trolls are very, especially in Scandinavia where I live. That is another thing has also been told for countless of centuries, long before. Well, but trolls itself is not unusual either. If you think about it, throughout different places in the world, there are stories about giant people, like Cyclops in the Greek mythology. You have literally giants in different parts of the world and trolls. So it's a possibility that trolls, giants, Cyclops also determined. And it's the same thing as when some people found this giant skull that looks like one eye hole. That actually was some people assumed that was a Cyclops skull. Well, turns out later that was actually not even from a Cyclops at all, more like a mammoth skull. So that's what other people assumed. I mean, people can get the strangest and the craziest ideas, interpretation of when they find something. I mean, can you blame them though? This was like back in medieval or even like antiquity. People that interpreted how certain things happen. I mean, like say shooting stars. Many people literally thought that they were actual stars that fell from the sky, but they weren't even shooting stars like actual stars. It was just either asteroids or meteorites, or perhaps right now in modern days, even space debris. Because if it was an actual star, well, let's say Earth would even be, we wouldn't even be here. Because if it was a star the same size as the sun, and if it approached us, we would have been cooked. Like, actually cooked. Game guy, since you are a big fan of astronomy and like space like that, do you know if Mercury and Venus had ever had a moon before?
Say it again.
Do you know if Venus and Mercury ever had a moon before? Do you? Hello.
I don't know what you asked. You glitched out.
Have you ever heard if either the Mercury or Venus ever had a moon before?
Or Venus would be too hot and like probably like burning up or like something like that, or that's definitely small to have a moon. And Venus, I think, is too dangerous to have a moon or something like that. I'm not too sure how it goes. I know for a fact Mercury can't.
No, that's true. But Venus actually had a moon back in 2002. Did you know that?
Again, I'm not too sure. You glitched out.
Did you know that Venus actually even had a moon before? Back in 2002?
Well, clearly it didn't stay long.
No, this is actually isn't only a temporarily so-called quasi-satellite, and it stayed. um it seems to have been a companion to Venus approximately for the last 7,000 years only. It is destined to be ejected from its orbital arrangement about 500 years from now, according to this uh, um, on Wikipedia. Even that says even that Ceres actually even had believed to have a quasi moon, even Neptune, even our own moon had several over the years. Like uh, even Earth had at least seven, and the last one was about a year ago, I think, or at least or this year for about 2 months. And this particular quasi moon will return eh, after some time.
Hey, now we're gonna get on top of the wall. Oh, I didn't start the
Oh,
timer.
I got it. Uh, question how long this stream's gonna last? An hour and a half, or 2 hours, or 6 hours?
On. This is a challenge I've always wanted to do, so I'm down for however long.
I mean, we can probably do for I don't know, like an hour or two. I mean, yeah, or past an hour, but we can probably do it 2 hours or something. So, how's the weather? How's the weather been so far?
Hot, very, very hot.
What? Damn it! That is
I mean,
steak.
understatement of the weekend.
Well, I mean, it's the first thing for me. During the day, it's been hot as hell. I mean, even when I went to the store today to just buy some things, even though even if I just walking at a very slow pace, and even on the way home, let's say I needed to take a shower because it was so hot, and I mean the air was hot, but also very dry, humid. It's like it's not even like 100 degrees outside or anything. Or this since personally I had never experienced 100 degrees summer in at all. The closest that the thing is about kind of being closer to like 90, 95 degrees, or maybe just around 90 to 85 degrees. That's the hottest it is in my country. Not even 100. It has only been occurred like twice. That has been recorded about 100 degrees. Only like twice. But that was way before even I was even born. Long before. So I can even imagine to living in a place like Death Valley in the US where the temperature reach way above 100 degrees. I mean, whereas as the coldest record in my country was below like negative 60 or 68 degrees. So yeah, that's a pretty cold temperature for me though. But that was also before I was even born. Zach the gamer. Hello. Yeah, so I think I don't even like summer. It's not because I don't mind summer if it is around just 70 or 70 degrees, like 70, 75 degrees during the day, and could it be in, I don't know, like 50 degrees or something at night at least. You don't even have to be really the same temperature day and night. Because if let's say 100 degrees, or wait, 120 degrees day and night, same hot temperature, same dry humidity. Can't even imagine. I would even if that happened. I like I pack a backpack and move all the way to the South Pole for the next few months. So I can't even imagine otherwise. Temperature as summer, not really. I prefer to be staying up. I don't mind if it's a bit just around 70 degrees or something like that during summer, but it didn't have to be in overheat, not the same temperature like day and night,
Oh,
because it will ruin someone's sleep cycle. Believe me. But there are in fact also people like my dad. He can't even stand the heat as much, or my mom. That is just especially when the heat is going on too much. Some people are sensitive for when it comes to heat or cold temperature, especially in the heat, when they can trigger headaches or even migraines. And I understand from that. It just I just really don't understand how some people can actually very much enjoy that hot temperature, at least. But there's one thing: if you live in a warm country that has warm summers, like between 90 and 100 degrees, why would you even go to another country where the temperature might even be 100 or 120 degrees, and it might even be a little bit higher, drier, humid, right? I mean, why would you even want to go to a place, another country where it can be a bit more warmer, and then for your own country during the summer season? It doesn't even make sense. I mean, even though the humidity might be a little bit drier, but a bit higher temperature in heat, going from one place where it's usually warm and let's say if you live in Florida and it's 100 degrees sometimes in the summer there, and travel to I don't know like Greece where the temperature can be I don't know maybe close to 120 degrees. Why would you even want to go from one hot place to another one in during the summer? It makes no sense in my opinion. I would even do that. I mean, I understand if it was middle of winter where it's really cold. If you live like in Alaska or maybe in New York or even the northern states where usually it's very cold in the winter, and you want to travel to a more warmer place like say Canary Islands or Spain or something. But okay, that's more understandable if you travel for some vacation. But travel to from one place to another one place or even hotter, I can't even understand. I can't even understand the logic behind. If you travel from one place versus, let's say, if you travel from a warm U.S. state that is usually say 100 or 110 degrees, going to another one that's almost 120 or 125 degrees, and in that logic, I don't understand what is that's. Man, I don't even understand that logic. Do you, game guy?
my thing is, I'm one of those weirdos that actually likes the heat.
Yeah, but
So
but I mean, would you even do that though? I mean, if you live in the one state that are usually warm to summer, like 100, between 100 to
do
150,
what now?
if you lived in a warm state, there can be the same from between
Oh well,
100.
not that. That's like no.
Yeah, I mean, if you lived in one state, and so between in the summer it can be between 100 to 115 degrees, and you go into another country with your family that is could be at almost 120 or 125 degrees, and it's the air feels more drier than usual compared to your own state. It makes no sense wise, but what do you even want to go from one place to another if middle of the summer? If it's even though the only difference because the destination has more drier air compared to your own home state. I mean, even though the temperature might be a slight higher, so I don't understand the logic. Why would you even go from one warm place to another, even though the air might be a little bit higher temperature and even slightly more drier air? I mean, it makes no sense. I mean, it's just, to me, it's confusing. But if it's in the middle of the winter, if it's like you now live in Massachusetts, which it can be currently cold in the winter season, if you travel from there to say Greece or maybe North Africa or something or Egypt, that's something I understand if you want to travel from one place just for about a week. But during the summer, I don't understand the logic of that.
Uh, I don't know how I feel, but you just staying where I lived. But okay.
I mean, you have mentioned this before. I
Yeah, I
mean,
know.
it's like it.
So
I mean, do you think people, since people don't even have, okay, I can say this, people don't know how you look like, people don't know your full name, and since Massachusetts is otherwise a pretty big state, and you had even never even told exactly where in the state you live in, so and consider that that state has millions of people. There can be so many big major cities in that state alone. So if people don't know how you even look like or your full name, it's impossible for anyone to deter to like track you down. Even if I did knew where you live, I would even mention that in the stream. But if you feel more comfortable, I can always delete this afterwards.
no, it's all right.
I mean, consider
And the
when
game
you
crashed.
it
Oh,
did.
that's. Hey,
No,
can you
it
kill
works for
me?
me. For me, you're moving around. This while you're just
No, I can't. I
running it.
can't. I can't move Mario.
Oh,
Mario
okay,
is not
yeah, then
responding to my controller input.
then the game had to crash otherwise.
Killing me. Camilla, could you please kill me so we can move on with our lives? No. Okay. Oh. Oh, it crashed. Crashed. Alright, hold on. Cool. Awesome. I love video games. They're great. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. You are not helping.
Are you talking to the cat?
Okay, so plan B. No, I'm talking to my phone. Uh. Okay. So we were wrong anyway. You want to see the Switch too?
Yeah, why
Or a
not?
game on the Switch too, I guess. because of our technical difficulty.
Yeah, probably could do that. Man, man, I'm tired.
Okay, hold on. Let's choose on HDMI 2. HDMI doso. Not 1, not 3. Don't even get me started on 4. I'm talking about. Oh. Oh, yeah, that's right. I need this to be plugged in order to. Well, it's not like we're going to be streaming that one anyway. There we go. Where did I put the Switch 2 controller? There it is. A little bit. Maybe turn it a little bit to the left. Okay, perfect. Wow, what's that? Is that the Nintendo Switch 2 that he's playing right now? My god. And I have 3 invites and I have no idea who they are, but they need to slow down. So,
Uh-oh. Dang it. StreamYard! You son of a gun. Did you really have to kick him out? Great! Screw you, StreamYard. Screw you. Oh man. StreamYard, StreamYard. Oh boy. Well, Game Guy will be back in a moment, I think. And he won't be happy. Yeah, this is not the first time StreamYard been a pain in the butt. Not at all. It won't be the last. I can guarantee on that one. Yep. StreamYard. Sometimes you're just annoying. But what can we do? There's as much we can do about that at all. Yep. Whereas Big Mac would say, yep. So, yep. StreamYard, StreamYard. Well, people. And Mr. Game Guy is back. Hey, come on. There we go.
I want to be left back in.
Is that a Koba on
There you
a
go.
motorcycle?
It's a hammer, bro, is what it is. He also just made that hammer disappear because that's just how this game works.
What the? Seriously, StreamYard? Seriously? I tried to came up with it. Nope. Wait, I'll do this instead. There you go.
Oh my god. Holy shit. Yeah, so I'm. Question mark exclamation point? Oh, I was about to become invincible, and then the game said, yeah, you're not gonna do that. That's not happening. I'm gonna catch Snapper real quick because why not? No, I'm apparently going to be climbing this tree because this hammer bro really wants to do that for whatever reason. No, hammer bro, don't be stupid. You were my old main back in Mario Kart, Mario Party 8, whatever the damn name is. I don't remember. Forget to have it. I'll get him later. He's still running around. Wait, I just want to see something real quick. Yo, I'm another Nabbit. What's up? Yep, that's definitely how walls work. So this is Mario Kart World, the newest Mario Kart. It's pretty good, but first I have to trust their back to get me there. I don't know where
Is that
there is,
a
but
is that a dinosaur?
and am I riding on it? Yes, yes I am. This game really just said, yeah, you're gonna drive on a dinosaur and you're gonna like it. So what I'm not gonna
Ah
like
man,
is I'm gonna like how that gets controlled.
they kind of looks like I don't know, prehistoric ancestor to Yoshi. I mean, interface, their features and all that. Did you know that?
I can kind of see it, I guess. Don't go that way.
So they kind of looks like almost if they could have been a prehistoric version of Yoshi's species ancestor. I mean, it's kind of like we're seeing. If you're looking into a picture of a Neanderthal or maybe an ape person, I mean, the faces of that one and that giant dinosaur, they look them similar, but they might not actually be even. They may not even be genetically ancestors to Yoshi, but if they were, it would have been kind of cool of the to seeing how as a, they were the direct ancestor to the Yoshi species from giant dinosaur, and after countless of centuries
Yeah, I'm not getting that.
that from they evolved from a giant dinosaur to a smaller intelligent species. It's kind of how I see it. I mean, I feel like it's saying compared to the modern man, we evolved from apes and ape man, and we evolved. So I can say that even though it may not actually be confirmed, those are ancestors to Yoshi's species, but you cannot deny that they look similar in their faces and like this and that. But it would have been kind of cool if they were somehow related in a far, like a far distant related. I wonder if they would. I wonder how if they would have made something look similar to Bowser, or is the Goomba or the Koopas as ancestors. We have seen those skeleton from Origami King. So like, what if they had? How did they look like if they were like prehistoric version of like a prehistoric version of Bowser? Maybe a little more look more like primitive. It rather from wearing perhaps wearing not wearing but holding a club like a battle club or something. I can imagine that. Has any of the Peach family happened to appear in the actual as a part of the canon?
I don't. Well, that was kind of cool. Anyway, I, I'm a little distracted. I don't think so. No.
Since considering that many would assume that Rosalina would have somehow
I
been
can't say.
related to. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised that some people think that Rosalina is somehow related to Peach due to the fact that they have blonde hairs. I mean, uh, some people probably assume that she is, but some of the I think from
Maybe.
Ryan and from what I read that Rosalina may actually be immortal. That she only happens to return to Mushroom Kingdom every single 100 years, like only once in 100 years. But I can't say for a fact if that was even canon. It might actually just be a fan theory or something. Nowadays, is
Actually, that is
uh,
canon. That's
it is,
literally what she said. That's literally what she says at the end of Galaxy, or it's
huh,
in the storybook. Like if
huh.
you read it, it'll say, "Hey, every 100 years, I'm gonna come back to this planet and check on things." And I guess this year, what the year Galaxy took place was one of them. I don't know. By the way, you get to see
Hmm.
more dinosaurs
Yeah. Wait,
because that's what's about to happen.
I did see some big green dinosaur that looked like. Wait, T-Rex?
Yeah, this game is crazy, and I kind of love it. Wait, can we get
But there
like a
was
good look at this
one.
guy?
There was
Can
one.
we
There
compare
was
this
actually
guy to
one.
Yoshi for a second?
There were actually one dinosaur creature that
Okay,
walked around on. There was actually another dinosaur, not the T-Rex, but
that's
looked. There was this other dinosaur that looked like green, like not not the same green as Yoshi, but more like a bit darker
the
green.
the Triceratops.
Uh, Possible. I couldn't see exactly
Because
for since the screen.
there are a few of them. Them, you
Those,
mean?
yeah, yeah, because
Yeah,
they kind of
the Triceratops. The game literally says that.
reminds me a little bit of Cobas, like Bowser's. It is in that shade of gray, green.
Fine. That's happy, Yoshi.
But since I like the Mario characters in this movie, in this franchise, do you think that the most recent movie is even part of the canon? Considering that took started to take place in Brooklyn.
Uh, I'm not too sure.
Those are the T-Rex, and they kind of, at least on part of the face, reminds me a little bit of Bowser. Uh, what was that flying thing behind you?
What do you mean?
There looked something in the sky that was flying around. Like most of those pterodons, but I don't even know what it is. It looked to be like a plane or something, or even a, or could it even be a one of those zip lines, like those air balloons? But I couldn't even tell exactly since it was a bit far distant from the screen, so I
Does it
wasn't
please
able to
switch?
tell.
I'm not going to do
But it might actually be might actually just be a
that. Can I
modern
smash this?
technology.
No. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna break and enter. Where was that P switch that I saw? That was just kind of like literally right here or something like that. I don't remember where it was. Damn it. But I know I saw it. Yeah, I can just rewind.
I would be I wouldn't be surprised
Stop.
if this I would be
That
surprised
was
if this
like
is more like
stop
a,
right there.
you know, I wouldn't be so shocked that this kind of reminds me of the Jurassic Park.
Would you believe me if I said this wasn't the only area I could hang out in? This is just where I just so happened to hang out to end up. Oh well, that kind of sucks. Oh, I actually did want to retry that. Well, the good news is I'm not too far away from it. I am gonna change my character though. Uh, yeah, that'll do. He is going to absolutely break that shelf. Shelf is going to be the same. Uh,
Nope. And the game actually freezes for me several times in this one, so I can't even think what happens. One moment I see what happened, it's freeze, and next it's probably like halfway through there.
oh, here we go.
Miss.
What? I'm gonna do this one instead. Prove yourself in a special test of skill number 4. I have no idea what that means, but what is this cat doing? He's just hanging out on the top of the shelf.
You mean like an actual cat?
Yeah, the other cat I have is just hanging out on the shelf, and I don't know why.
Didn't you have a dog as well?
He died. Didn't you know that? He died a while back.
No, no, I don't even remember if you did tell me about it.
Well, he did die, unfortunately.
Well, he was old, right? Wasn't he like 20, 20 or 10 years old or something?
Oh no, it was like how old was he actually? I think he was. I want to say he was 12. Question mark. 11 or 12.
Hmm. Well, she was in. It's like our old dog. We had the one before the current we have. She was only about 10 years old when she passed. It was like a week after she literally turned 10 years old. The current we have right that my parents have right now, he's about close to 2 years old. And even though he is castrated and all, but you can even tell because he is still energetic and I mean, he is pretty wild, even for just still being as a pup and all. I don't mind dogs. I mean, dogs are really fun. One of my aunts actually had two dogs.
Well, they even hit somewhere else.
Um, One of them was a golden retriever, and dude, boy, he was it was hilarious. Every single time when we came over to their old place, he always showed up at the door, but a shoe in the mouth, and like. But sadly, they had to put him down because he was getting sick or something. But yeah, I believe the oldest dog in the world currently it's Australian cattle dog. I think it was 29 years old. And that is pretty old. It is almost like to say the world's oldest cat, Cream Puff, when it passed away at age 38. But the thing is, that cat was a tabby. And I was actually curious, what is the lifespan of this cat breed, a tabby? Well, their their average lifespan is just 15 years. But this cat, Cream Puff, lived to be 38, not 15. So that one outlived as a most of that. But this wasn't like a pure breed of a tabby. It was in a mix. So that explains to why they lived that long. But I mean, it's pretty cool to be able to have a cat that lived for so long. Could you even handle, say, a pet that lived for I don't know, I think there was one particular pet that lived for quite a long. Let's see here. Royal two. Let's see. Not the one. Let's see. Come on. Where are you? I know for a fact. Not the one. Okay, how about this one? Let's see. Yes, this particular turtle um, was a part of the royal family. Uh, Lived to be between 188 and 189 years old. So could you imagine if you had a turtle that lived for nearly 200 years? If you were the first one to buy one of those turtles and it passed down for your family for generation to generation, could you imagine that?
No, no, not really.
Have you seen? I mean, can you imagine those big turtles like uh, those tortoise that from Galapagos? Those giant turtles, those giant turtles, uh, who can live for about close to 200 years, I think.
Hmm.
Whoa, punk, or is that like a punker or rock style bouncer or some kind?
I don't know. I think he's just there to look cool.
Vampire.
Hold on, I'm gonna go fly off into the sunset.
Do you really have to change that back and forward like that and just not stay in this flying mode for long?
What?
Can you not even stay in the flying mode like a plane mode for long? Or do you have to really switch back and forward like that?
You can only go. You can only fly for a limited time.
Huh. Oh, that's weird.
I know it sucks, especially for a mode like this, but I could kind of get it because then it would kind of ruin the whole point of this mode that I'm playing in.
Yeah, and also that would have been too
Plus, it's a game
easy.
it's easy, so
Yeah, it would have been a little bit more easier, too easy for it to get as a game, since it wouldn't be much a challenge. If it's
exactly.
it's almost like say if you're in a game that you were have very high HP or it's almost impossible to die Well, most other shooter games where you easily can die and after being shot at maybe once or twice. But there was actually one type of zombie game that I played years ago, House of the Dead. I nearly didn't even die at all. I mean, even despite how many times that I was attacked by the zombies and I managed to, I never even, if I remember right, there wasn't like any uh, like in some games, like in Mario games, where you have those boxes that you can get yourself healed. In this particular game, they didn't even have any of that. So that was a little bit a letdown. You couldn't even beat the game just with only one life, but you'd even die as much. It's kind of a letdown because it's just like say, oh yeah, this game is easily beaten. You can't beat it within an hour or so. It's like it was like saying if you have a racing game where you weren't even that a normal race car game, say, or like they say the normal Mario Kart, or rather the older version of the game that you don't, and that you end up crashing and you like game over, but you keep going and going despite how many times you've been crashed or how many times you get injured. It's like it's almost like the same thing. It just it's not the same if you don't get damaged or anything. It's like the time when you're only earlier when you played as Yoshi, um, when you tried to reach that certain point but failed a couple of times. It's like that. If you don't, if it's just simply you really don't get. What I'm trying to say is it's not the same. If you don't get it much, it's like it's almost like cheating. If you have to be able to fly in this, you can probably like the only one that can. If you choose one character, at least the Bowser in a certain mode that he can fly, and you can probably like fly over every single character and non-stop without actually even get much damage or anything. Well, the other players would have to driving on the ground on the road, but you can just keep flying over them, and you can even though you can't fly across straight, say, if the goal target is on the other side, you can't fly over across the lake or anything, but just you have to fly only above the ground. But it's in it that it wouldn't be the same if you're driving or the other players are driving, but you can fly just above them without actually having any form of damage or anything. Like, oh yeah, there's like some people like that's cheating. But if there's some people like, no, that's not cheating at all. That's part of the game. It's just an option. Then like, does every single player have it? Every character had it? No, only maybe just one or two characters in a game has it. Considering that is it, it would have been a bit of a letdown for many how to say seasonal uh, no, maybe not seasonal, but more like loyal fans to the Mario games. Because if many people who are very much loyal to the games, and they suddenly realize that they can just using Bowser or any other character and flying above the other gamers, the other players, without actually getting damage or anything, just easily beat them within a certain amount of much easier or faster. What kind of game would that even be, honestly? It's just it would have been a little bit let down for many. Some some
It'd be
players may
boring.
like,
That's what it would be.
yeah, exactly. Some players might actually feel this, don't getting the same excitement. They won't even get the same. the same thrill, the same kick of rush on that. Like they won't even like they don't feel the same nostalgia. If you're looking back in one of older Mario Kart games, they usually had that, or any other racing games usually have it. But if you had a new update of the same game, but more maybe more modernized it, more features, maybe new characters and new vehicles, but features like say a car that can suddenly fly or has turned into a I don't know, like a water ski or a submarine or maybe a helicopter and that you can if you turn the helicopter and the plane you can just simply fly above every other characters. What kind of what kind of thing is that for any others? Like it's just not the same for other players. Even if you're even though the other characters in the race are not other people that you're playing against, but they're part of the actual game, like NPC. It's not nearly the same. It's just not the same nostalgia that many players have been played for many years. It's not just not the same. And I understand from many hardcore gamers like Mario's like yeah, it's just not the same. If they really can't understand adding new features like this, like those vehicles that you can have, one of those actually has a unique feature that you can fly, but only for a short period each time. Maybe just for only I don't know, say only for about maybe a second or maybe 2 seconds only for like 2 seconds each time, but you have to switch back and forward after 2 seconds. But if you actually could be flying for maybe without changing back, like turning into a plane, just fly above the others, what would it wouldn't be much as a challenge. I mean, if you're looking at other racing games like this one, with those how this environment it gives you challenges. If you can just simply fly above the water, and easily clear the game, always that track, it wouldn't be the same. It wouldn't be much of, now that was way too easy, not a challenge. And if that happened, I say many Mario fans might actually be disappointed. They were deeply disappointed at this. It wasn't much of the same challenge, not at all. It's pretty much it for any games that there is. If there is much no challenge in this new game of the franchise, yeah, it wouldn't be surprised if fans probably people will talk about it online to like talking about give them or maybe leaving ratings to Nintendo's actual website about the game, talking about oh yeah this game I bought it and I played it for a while, but it's just not what the I was hoping this game would live up to living up to reputation, or it didn't live up to what my expectation. It was not as much as I thought of. When I play the game, not no, I won't play the game again. And the people like probably only play other Nintendo Switch 2 games, but not that one. Or probably like, nah, I probably won't even use the Nintendo Switch anymore. I'll just go back to my other previous older Nintendo Switch or the older Nintendo games with Mario. I mean, if that if this, if this happen if that was something like that happened, it doesn't live up to the same spirit, the same nostalgia that many players have been played over the years. It's almost like saying it started to be Donkey Kong or any other Mario games within a franchise. If there are some gamers who have played those older games and even newer ones, and they've and like if some people are thinking the newest Nintendo Switch Mario Kart is much different compared to the older version of the Mario Kart, able to think, oh yeah, but consider that the same trailers of the game online, like reviews of this looking great, seeing pictures from the game like this when you're riding in the ocean, like new characters, new designs, and all that, new vehicles. They think like, oh, this is excitement. This is gonna be great. But if it turned out, mediocre at best, not the same nostalgia. Many people prefer more like would have preferred a little bit more nostalgic insert games. But sometimes companies like Nintendo had to modernize to some new, new uh, new games or new layouts and the sort of racing games like Mario Kart. But it's understandable that some very loyal fans who has played Mario games for years, like yourself, like they're thinking that the newer games are not have the same doesn't even have the same nostalgic spirit, or doesn't even feel that much as easier the earlier Mario Kart. And I understand that some fans may actually thinking that this newest Mario Kart is as its best, maybe just only mediocre at its best. And the previous games were way better because they were at least much better. May not have the same spirit or maybe not the same environment, same vehicles, but still same characters. But it was at least a lot more challenges. But if a game doesn't even have the same type of challenges or something, it would only be a matter of time before people suddenly stop playing games or maybe return the games back to the stores or something. Can you even imagine? Like Nintendo has spent so much resources, development time to develop its game, and it turns out they end up being not as much as good as the previous games. It just I can understand how many fans are like, screw this, this isn't good. But yeah, it's just how it is. And Mr. Malakite's here, freaking banana. Yeah, so but like I said, if they wouldn't have, if they like, if Nintendo would to decide to make one new game of Mario, and it didn't even live up to expectations to what most players thought of, I wouldn't be surprised if many players would return the game
There we go.
and start playing some older versions. It's just, but that also won't the same as for like Pokemon Company. Many of the games that some of the games they made, they reminds a bit of the earlier versions of the games that they back in the 90s and early 2000s. But they at least improved some of the layouts and new. I mean, if you're looking at the very first Pokemon games that came out, like Red and Blue, they weren't even remotely as to like this game, like colors, anything. There were some colors, but not like a normal game. They were otherwise black and white characters, like a screen, but as in the early 2000s and 2010s, then then later on there was new games came out like Pokemon Stadium. Now you have the virtual reality games of the Pokemon franchise, and just to compare how to one of the earliest uh, games of the franchise, and later on how much difference there are. And the same as for like for Star Wars and other games. So it's just no matter what the franchise there is, there's always some people that would rather prefer older model, older games for nostalgia. And of course, many loyal fans would still try the new games that they keep on coming out, but there might be some fans who prefer not want to probably even like the new version of the games or anything. It's just, people have always preferred nostalgic or just want simply have something to complain about. That's all. So what have you been doing, Mr. Green Banana?
Funny. Considering this is a new OC that I was trying out.
New? Huh. I can't even tell. Oh yeah, seriously, I can't even tell since you have been using so many OCs. I can't even tell exactly which if those are
Well,
even
this
new or
this is a
no.
new one.
Do it. Do a barrel roll. Also, I don't think Malachite noticed it, but the um the bike is based off of a train. Why is it based off of a train? I don't know, but it's funny. So there you go.
Well,
I
apparently Harley
couldn't
Davidson's
tell
been
you.
working on the railroad.
Hit the beach. Well, I'm going to try, but I don't think it's gonna get very hurt with these stubby little arms of mine. Yeah, ignore all these cars, much to your dismay. Oh, come on. Not gonna on that.
Well, I probably should end stream here soon enough. Anyways, since it's past 2 hour mark a while back now.
Alright, let me do this last challenge and then we can end it there. There we go.
Okay, that's nice.
This guy's really
Harley.
excited about my awesome moves.
Okay, that's sick. Seeing a motorcycle go along a railing like Tony Hawk, that is mind blown.
Potato,
Wait,
potato.
actually, wait. Where is it? I just remembered this. I don't know where it is right now, but and for this final thing I want to show off, there's only one character I had to play as. Yeah, sure. You can keep the Moto Loco, I guess. I know it's in the States. I don't know where it is right now, though. It kind of just moves about. Love animation. God, I wish Dylan were here. He was doing King all day. What are you doing? I'm also definitely going away from where I want to go. Oh, really? It's all the way up there? I don't want to go all low. If that's what you want me to do, then that is exactly what I shall do. Onward, Kimbo. Not there. Alright, so up here. Kimbo, please tell me you can get up here. Oh, that's possible. Wait, there we go. Took a little elbow grease, but I got up here. In an area I'm definitely not supposed to be in. Or at least it's like that. Hold on, I'm gonna go check out the plane over here. Or not. Kimbo said, I don't really feel like it really though. Alright, get back to where you were. Seriously though, how did you do that? I kind of want to find out so I can do it too. Seriously though, where is it? I saw it was up here, game. You can't hide this from me. You can't hide your greatness from a king who has his crown around a top hat for some reason. Brother, no. Can I land on here? Wait. Can I? If I do that, I may be able to.
Is that King Boo?
It is. Hey, I made it.
Like a steampunk roller.
He's just, yeah. Wait, can we just do this guy for a second? Oh, yeah.
I cannot see what's currently going on because it is lagging and freezing quite a lot, man.
Welcome, everyone. Yeah, it happened to me as well.
My guy's
Sometimes
control
the screen. It happens for me as well that the
What?
screen freezes for. So.
Why? Why, brother? Oh, wait, here it comes. Kimbo, you're already
Yep, you
dead, so
missed
you
it.
don't have to worry about this, but, yeah, here we go. Oh, what? Yeah, I'm seeing through this train also. That's definitely how that works. Well, as a ghost, it is my prime directive to follow that train for literally no reason at all. No doing? And disappeared. It's a train. How the hell did I miss it?
It's a ghost train.
What is it? A
That's
ghost
why.
train? I don't understand. Well,
Unless it turns
I have no
itself
idea if I'll
invisible.
get started or not. Probably not. Well, the characters don't really have like unique abilities because they're just characters. It'd be a little weird if one character could do something and the other characters couldn't. Fine. Maybe I'm gonna put you over here. Kimbo, how do you feel about late night adventures? I'm prone to them. Hey, I drove a bunch of kilometers today. Hooray! That only really matters to. Huh, okay. Doesn't matter to anyone, actually. Here, actually, we can do this one last one, and then. Oh, snap! I'm about to show the train how fast I can go. Wait. I didn't think that through.
You never do.
I'm already
What
dead,
the heck?
sucker!
What the hell are you even doing?
I think he's
What does it look like I'm
chasing
doing?
a
I'm following
train.
the train! More likely the train's chasing me. What if I just didn't care and left? What if Kimo just ran away? Yeah. I'm gonna change the card. It's a little uncomfortable. Let's do the Bowser Bruiser, because why not?
I like the vehicle on the bottom right.
Wait, hold on. I'll go check it out after I do this. Kibu, where are you going? My dude, that is every wrong direction that you could have gone in. It's kind of impressive, actually. Alright, plan two. Headbutt, what are you doing up there? Seriously, how did you even manage to get up there?
He is talking about the cat.
Well, if he got up there, he can get back down. There we go. And now we can confirm that a ghost is faster than a train. Wait, let me see if I can find the email I was talking about. This one? The Ralligator?
Or under the
Or
bill.
the Mechatrike? Or the Blastronaut 3? With a giant rocket? Ah, yes, my favorite kind of car, a rocket. How could we ever forget such a... Wait. There is something else. It's just funny. We, Listen, this is just so dumb. I love it so much. He's just a bee. Why not? Put him in a bee costume. You might as well. It's just, it's just really funny. Yeah, sure. I guess we could brace it up. Whistle Stop Summit. Hey, there's the train again. I love this costume so much. It's so stupid. Like what? Whoever decided Wario needed a bee costume needs to get a raise.
Oh yeah. Has Roy even seen that one?
Because this is just really, really fucking funny. I don't think Roy's even seen the game yet. I've been at Dad's for pretty much the whole week, so. Also, according to all known laws of aviation, there should be no way that Wario should be able to fly with this bee costume.
Probably
His
not.
little wings are too tiny to get his fat little body off the ground. Wario, of course, doesn't fly because the wings on his back are fake. That doesn't mean he won't try, though. This is just a fun mode. I'm actually kind of having a blast. Let's see, what other funny costumes are there? Yeah, that'll do. Look, he just has a burger on his head. Why not? Just plop it right on. I don't even know how he managed to get it on his head. It's impressive balance, though.
Yep.
Oh, he's so happy to have this burger on his head. I mean, really.
My God, you should have been here earlier. Um, Part of the game, there was those big dinosaurs, like a sauropod, long-necked dinosaurs. Look, the head looked similar to as Yoshi.
I can go back. Like, I can easily get back to where I was. But you know what? For Malkut's sake, I'm gonna do exactly that. So let me get back to where I was.
Because
Poof,
I
back.
said,
And I might as well change to a funny one.
I,
Let's see. What's
I
another?
even
What's
said
another fun? Yeah, that'll do.
because I said that I wouldn't be surprised if those dinosaurs was even like an ancestor to Yoshi, because
That's a
the
fine one
faces.
first, though.
Yeah, because if they were, they would be kind of cool because the faces look very
Oh,
similar to
yeah,
those.
that'll do.
There we are. There we are.
There's literally one right there. I guess a dinosaur would know where a dinosaur would be.
Okay, that's nice.
And they're not just for show, by the way. You can drive on them. Oh yeah, this game kind of rules.
There is an even T-Rex
Oh, there
and
is one more
Triceratops.
scene actually. I gotta see if I can find a try to. But first, I have to play as the sophisticated Yoshi. Alright, now where is where's the area with the bridge? I don't remember which one it is. one?
Hey, memory, how are you?
Is it this one? It might not be. I can't really remember. It's somewhere in the water, though. I know that for sure. So that sucks, but you know what? I guess I'm gonna hang out in the water for a bit. Maybe we'll just find it by me just screwing around. He pulls out this cane. What does he even keep the cane? What does he need the cane for? He's not. He doesn't have his legs broken. He's not old.
Well, if this is based
What?
on like 18,
Why?
if this is based on like 1800s and early 1900s style as the
Oh,
clothing,
that's not what I wanted to go,
um,
but it also works.
the cane were back even centuries. The cane wasn't not only necessary for if you had a bad back or a bad leg or anything. They also as a status showing how the wealth you have. Even younger men could have been walking around the cane
Like,
because
brother,
if you
I
were
do
noble
not
or
know.
something.
I think actually. Okay, so where would it possibly be?
I probably should end here
Here would
anyways.
make a lot of sense. We could start with each stadium. Okay, so with the context of where I am right now,
Oh, bye, Malachite.
oh, okay, I don't know where he went. So
No idea.
let me at least try to find what I was trying to show you earlier. I think it's right down there. But how am I supposed to get down there? Is there an easy way down? Oh, yeah, that'll do. Yeah, 'cause there's yeah, because there's that. All right, this is the last thing. I really want to show this off because it's awesome. If I can find it. I know it's in the water around here somewhere. And hey, I wish Malkite were still here because this might be able to help me find it. Okay, let's see here. I think it's actually on the other side of this bridge that's just kind of chilling. Yeesh, if you're gonna kick me out, don't kick me out of force. Jesus Christ. Am I in the wrong
Oh
area?
no.
Because those are the porcupuffers, so it's not there. I really want to find it because it's kind of amazing. Okay, maybe I'll have better luck by changing my character. Let's see. Look, it's me. Okay, well, no, it's not me, but you know what I mean. If I have to keep randomly going into the water to find this thing, I will. Maybe it's not here though. Like I think it might be. I know I saw it at the very least. Uh, am I missing something here? They're cheaps, but maybe it's near the whirlpool. Because I did see there was one just kind of hanging out over here. So, oh, that's not what I wanted to show, but I gotta go check it out now. Hey, get back here! Don't you hide from me, you whale. Hey, that's what this is. It's. Oh. Well, yeah, don't mind me. I'm just gonna sit on this whale. Well, hold on, wait. Ah, yeah. Now, is this not travel right here? Look at me. I don't even. I don't have to do anything. I'm just gonna chill on this whale. Don't worry about me. It was. I guess not. There might be another area where it might be. Mm-hmm. Over here? Oh, found it. I had a feeling it was in this area. Swedish.
Hmm?
I don't think you're seeing
No.
it.
Sea serpent? Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, it's that thing. Come on. That thing's kind of cool, isn't it? I think you can
Yeah,
drive on this thing. Wait, hold on. Oh, yeah.
its face kind of this hint similar to it as a Yoshi. Did you know that?
Well, hold on. I'm going to try to look at the face.
I think it
Come
looks
on, my
like it.
boy. Okay, stop. Oh, that wasn't really a good stopping point. I guess I could. Ow. I guess I could kind of see that. Yeah, it's just kind of chilling.
I wouldn't be surprised if
Anyway, yeah, we could probably
if
end this.
that's sea serpent. I wouldn't be surprised if that if I know maybe it's not even related to Yoshi species, but might even be a separate one, or just they only or they just put similar design of his face on a new creature. It's possible. Well, everyone, that was fun.
Yeah.
We can probably do
Anyway,
some
we can
more.
probably end this right now. Let's just come on.
Yeah, we can probably do more of those Nintendo Switch Mario Kart some from time to time.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it because it is a really good game.
Well, I mean, it was not what I expected, but well, yeah. So everyone, they just be fun. So until next
I'd like
time,
to
we'll
mention
be.
that was just the free mode. That was like, sorry.
Yeah, so next time will be as a stream will be. Let's see here, it's Saturday, so next week. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what it's going to do. Don't know yet. So anyway, this is Sush Tablo signing off. Bye.
See you guys.
Ciao.
And goodbye.